Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week. If not, you're just one day shy of the weekend, guys. But make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, as well as make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified every time we drop a new video over the channel, which we're doing Monday through Friday. There's a whole schedule over there, days dedicated to certain genres, so definitely go check it out. But we're going to be finishing up Final Fantasy II today, so let's go ahead and get started into that. Alright guys, so it looks like we are going to take on the Dark Emperor. So, I'm not sure if this is going to be the final boss, but we're going to take on this dungeon here and see where it takes us. Apparently, he took the throne. There we go. Get my words. Use my words. Holla, holla. Alright. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, if it's your first time checking out my Final Fantasy series, we've beat Final Fantasy 1. It is up on the channel. I highly recommend checking that out. We are currently working on the Final Fantasy 2 series. Now, if you don't know a lot about Final Fantasy 2 and this is your first video of Final Fantasy 2 that you're checking out, let me just say I'm honored, okay? There's a few things that you should know starting Final Fantasy 2. Now, this isn't one of these how-to start guides, none of that nonsense. I am currently working on this dungeon here. Now, as you can tell, you may be wondering where's the fighting. Well, this is taken care of in editing. I cut the fighting down because this Final Fantasy games are notorious for every few steps, you know, in random battles, right? You'll see me go to poison, not poison. I want to be able to show the dungeon off to you guys. So, I have over 30 some hours into this game. And I want to be able to show where the chests are, the dungeons, the route that I take, and plus posting 30 hours up here of gameplay is a lot, so I really put a lot of effort in to consolidating these games and editing them and all that good stuff. So, you know, easily at least hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do all this in editing. What you're seeing now is done in editing, or will be done in editing. But showing off the dungeon and whatnot, you'll see me go from green to nothing to green. But at the end of the day, this series here, the Final Fantasy 2 series, is a little bit different than Final Fantasy 1. You have to actually take damage to get HP. You have to use MP to get more MP. You have to actually use your magic, and you have to use whatever weapon you're using for it to level up. So there's no like level 1 to 99 that you can grind out. I think the max skill for weapons or any magic skill or magic is 16. But it doesn't just level up. You have to face monsters at a higher rate. You can't just sit there and grind out level 1 monsters regardless of how much the experience takes. With that being said, we've been grinding it out. I think I got some at 12 and 14. But it's a little bit different than 1 so far. Good story though so far. Uh-oh, here we go. Hey, it's you. Now, if you're Otahime, if you're worried about the names, I name my characters after anime. Now, I know up to a certain point you can't no longer really name characters in Final Fantasy, but in the earlier ones you can name parties. The first game I named after Naruto. This one I went after Bleach. Who's the Emperor? And then there's Yuryu, which is Otahime's brother in this game. So, was you, let's see. Power, spell. Call the word you can use to escape. Richard. Oh, the dragon picked us up. So we didn't get to actually fight the Emperor. Whoa, he looked beastly. Is that a castle? Oh, it is a castle. Yeah, all these people did die. He's not been part of the game. We got separated. And it looks like he's been on the wrong side of things. But he's going to join the party. We're going to give him a chance to fix it. Now, another cool feature about Final Fantasy II is you get to learn words like Jade Pass, We don't have that one. We just learnt it, then we ask about it, and you can use this to talk to other people and get other things done. I think we just got the achievement for unlocking all the code words or words you can learn. We learned them all. So that's pretty good. So it looks like Jade Passage is where the final thing is going to be now that we've picked them up and shown. We got to tie up some loose ends, though, before we go to the passage. Oh, it's over here on this. Oh, okay. It's over here on this continent. Perfect. There's a couple things I want to take care of, tie up loose ends before we go into the final dungeon. I'm going to go get Excalibur. Should be back here. Yeah. Which word? Any words trigger this, you guys? Okay. Any of this stuff work for you guys? What am I missing? Let's talk to her. Went through all this. What about you, guy? Anything up there? Nope. Sure, last time. Excalibur! I just have to get the right word. Perfect. Alright, we got Excalibur. Ooh, that's nice. Let's head out. Alright, off to the passage we go. Ooh. Ooh. Jade's Passage. Kinky. Oh, I love this. The enemies here are a little bit tougher than what I thought. Maybe I should have grinded out a little bit more. Nah, we'll go ahead and take them on. Not too bad so far. I wouldn't say they're... I mean, they are a little tough here, but I'm on par. A lot better off for a final dungeon than I usually am. I'm the type of guy that grinds stuff out. I'm a grinder, okay? My buddy that used to play Final Fantasy games with me, he was more of a speedrunner, whereas I'm a grinder. He'd be taking on bosses way outside of the average level, and, you know, he'd beat them, whereas I would grind it out, and then I would go beat him. It's just how it is. Two different game styles. That's a great thing about Final Fantasy. It can be as challenging as you want, or it can be as OP as it wants, or whatever. The reason I started this series, if you don't know, if this is the first time to the channel, big Final Fantasy guy, obviously. But I've dabbled in a lot of these here and there, but never have beat them, like, to the end. Like, I've played some halfway through, some I just started for 5 minutes, some I, you know, just got into it for 30 minutes, some I've come 3/4 of the way through, but I've never fully beat them. So we're going to take a journey through Final Fantasy until we beat, hopefully, all of them. I have, you know, just a claim out there. I have beat 15. On the PlayStation, didn't record it, hadn't started my channel at the time, so I'm thinking about redoing that one. Never did the DLCs that came out, so that one's on the table as one that I've already beat, but I may do it. It's the end of the series, and if there's a chance that a new one's coming out. Why is there a guy behind the waterfall? Okay. We may do it, but I don't know yet. Right now we have a ton to work through. I've enjoyed 1. 2's been a little bit different. I'm not a big fan of the way that stuff levels up. I like definitely 1 to 99 type, where everything gets experience. So I'm not too keen on having to really like push it out. But you know, this has took a lot more grinding than I'm used to because I'm an OCD type of person. I want everybody to have their levels all maxed out, and I want everybody to be maxed out in all levels if it's possible. And it just takes a lot of time off camera of working that out. But I unfortunately did not unfortunately, I just didn't go that route. Well, at least some narrow edges. Gotta make sure we get all our trophies, because I am also trying to collect all the achievements as I go. Been working on the bestiary, tying up loose ends. A lot of stuff I don't show that requires a lot of grinding. Some enemies take forever to spawn. Final Fantasy 1, I'm missing one, and so far I got a few to tie up here. And if for some reason I don't get them all, maybe after we get done completing some, majority or some of the Final Fantasy games, I may do a video of where I tie up loose ends. I don't know yet. It's still up in the air. This is ridiculously beautiful. No, this is really cool. I love it. I love the design of it, especially for when this game came out. Very simple, but I love it. That would be cool to build in my Minecraft world. There's some pink terracotta you can cook, but it's all arrows. The white could definitely be quartz. I can do pink concrete, but I can't get that design. I mean, some of the ocean has that design, but I'd have to put it all behind glass panes and water. What would I use for the tiles? That's a good question. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I gotta backtrack. I gotta do some backtracking. Pretty sure this is the final dungeon. Pretty sure this is where we're gonna fight the Emperor. Now that's gonna be an interesting battle, if I do say so myself. So as you can see, like, monsters just spawned. That is, I only show important battles, like story-related battles, like boss battles or semi-boss battles. But unfortunately, we haven't had none yet, because we didn't fight anybody in the castle in the mountain, and there was no, real boss in the Jade's Passage. So hopefully, I will be showing the final boss. Always show the final boss, at least, right? But first, we got to get all the way through the dungeon. These rooms are, for the most part, lead you to these different sections of the rooms behind it. It's one big maze, so definitely make sure that you're checking your map. Your map not necessarily show you where the chests are exactly, but it will tell you how many chests are in the area. And if you're in a room, it will show you the chests that are in that particular room, but not the whole map. With that being said, make sure that you claim all your chests in an area before you move on. You never know if a dungeon's missable or not. There's some keen ones that are obvious, like the tornado was a missable dungeon. Duh. I mean, tornado, you're not going to be able to replay that. And I think the dungeon that we did right before this castle turned into what it was, I don't think you can go back to that castle at this point. So there was a couple missable dungeons, I'm pretty sure. So just make sure that when you go in, you're checking your map and your area location for how many items or chests you need to find. And try to make sure you get them all cleaned up before you go to the final. Just what I would recommend doing. Ooh, big open room. Where's this go? Uh-oh. Hey, there he is. It's time to go. Alright. At least order Hime and Chad. I got their HP maxed out. Yuri, we haven't had very long. I didn't really take the time to grind him out. He came in so late in the game. I probably should have, but I didn't. I dread fighting this guy. Final Fantasy 1 wasn't too bad. It was a good battle. It just wasn't bad. Magic's gonna be the best thing, probably. But let's try. Make sure you throw your protect on as well, and haste. 81. We got that protect. We got haste. It looks like my dispel missed. Oh, you gonna slow me down? It looks like physical attacks are where I need to be at. Ooh, flare. Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, can we do ultimate? Let's do it. Hey. Doesn't really do a lot. Might as well just pump it out until he drains our Our HP down a little bit. Oh no, we lost Shiryu. That's what you get for not being in our party the whole game and getting experience, man. I swear, these Quincy's. I'm just messing. He's not a Quincy. I think he's a Dark Knight, which is technically way opposite than what a Quincy is. But it just depends on how you look at him. I reckon we'll revive him. I think it's a waste though. He's not really contributing to the team right now. But it's alright. Dispel. Alright, dude, you're going to have to take care of yourself. I'm a busy man. Ultimate's doing a nice. Whoa, Starfall. Oh wow, that didn't kill him? I'm surprised. He has no protection. Berserk, time to go all in. 319. Wow, that didn't take a lot. Oh, look at that again. That's great. This dude is such a pain. Oh well, he can just stay down. It's not really that important to me. Well, another Starfall. Not really doing a lot of damage. I've maxed out my HP for 2 of my characters, which was fairly easy. Might as well revive him. HP's maxed out. So let's keep doing ultimate, keep attacking. This really isn't that bad. He doesn't take a lot of damage though. I don't know what his HP is. I mean, well, I'm sure we're chipping away at it. And so far he hasn't healed yet. Oh, there went a 263 though. What's he keep getting green for? Is he healing himself? I reckon he is. He seems to be on the defensive. Not really a lot of damage, but he does have me quite a good ways down. We're going to have to heal pretty soon. Uh-oh. What did he make? See, let's use our magic. Got to back up a little bit. What I got floating on me right now? Oh, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Took care of the Emperor. Beat the final boss. Beat him twice. Hey, check us back. Yeah, hey, no problem. We didn't mind saving you guys. Oh, Leela's leaving us. Yeah, it's cool. It's over. Oh wow. Straight up just left. Hey! That's the comrades we lost in memory. Sweet. Well, hey guys, that is the end of Final Fantasy II. We beat it all the way through. Check back next week. We'll be starting Final Fantasy III. I don't have no idea, but so far they've been introducing new stuff into each game, guys. And they build on each game leading up from what I can tell. So I'm really excited to see what new features are in the third game. And I can't wait to do the story and, of course, beat the final boss. So as always, guys, be safe. Check back next week.